This is your one and only FireSpark81 with your daily dose of video goodness, and welcome back to another fantastic Starbound mod spotlight. Today we are taking a look at the RexmecK Item Editor. Yeah, it's a bit of a mouthful, but this thing is awesome. This thing is great for everybody out there who wants custom items but really doesn't want to mod or doesn't want to do the whole JSON copy and paste, type it all out, all that shenanigans into the chat panel down here with the commands. If you don't want to do any of that, you want a quick, easy way to make custom items, this is the mod for you. It is absolutely amazing. So let's get to it. So you're going to need the Quick Bar Mini. It's an extra little mod. You're going to need it. And it also helps if you have the spawnable item pack as well. It's just kind of handy. You don't necessarily have to have it, but having it makes things a little bit easier. And then we have the RexmecK Item Editor right here. You click that. This is what it looks like. This is it. What it does is it allows you to edit the JSON on the fly of whatever item you want. So we take like this gun here, you take it, you can click scan, and now it is scanned into the item editor, and then you can make changes. So we can change the alt ability, we can change the item name, we can change its rarity, its element type, all kinds of different stuff. Everything you see here you can mess with. You can do the raw edit. I'm not going to cover every tiny little bit of this thing. Just to give you a heads up now, I'm going to give you a little overview on what this thing can do, and you're going to need to download it and experiment for yourself. This isn't going to be like a full-on tutorial or anything like that. It's just a spotlight just to show it off a little bit. So anyway, let's take a look at this gun. So we can change the level. We can click this little pencil here. That lets us change the level. So then we can click and highlight that row there. We can click edit and we can change it to 10 and then click done and click save. And let's see, what else do we want to change here? Let's change the element type. So we'll do the same thing with that. We'll click that. It's electric right now. We will edit it and let's change that to fire. So there we go. And then we're going to click done and we're going to click save. And yeah, let's leave it at that for now. So now you can click save and it will give you a new item, or you can click save and replace and it will just replace this item. But we're going to click save and just get a new one so we can see the differences between the two and you can see what this thing could do. So here is our edited one. So if we fire, you can see that it's fire. Both of them are fire. And if we highlight over it, you can see that it is item level 10. So here's the original. We fire, and you can see that it is electric. So the changes definitely took place. Now, the great thing about this is just because you have this mod and you make the item with the mod, you don't have to have the mod to take it onto a server. This item is a legit vanilla item now. You can load into any server you want that doesn't use this mod and take this item with you. You can uninstall the mod after the fact and the item will still continue to be the same because you edited the core code of the item and with vanilla Starbound. So it's still technically a vanilla item. So we can do other stuff too. We can actually change its alt ability. And if you don't know what you want the alt ability to be, we're going to click scan again to get this one in here because we're going to save and replace it this time. We're just going to keep modifying this one so that you can see the difference between the two. So anyway, so if you don't know the alt ability, so we click here, that's alt ability type. That's what we want to edit. Click the pencil. You can see that it's the guided rocket right now. Well, you may not know what other alt abilities are. Now you can unpack the assets folder and go into the different abilities and copy and paste them into here that way. But you may not want to do that. You may not want to deal with unpacking the assets folder. What you can do is find another gun of the same type. So we have a rocket launcher here. We have a rocket launcher here. That's both guided rocket. Let's see if we can get another rocket launcher that doesn't have guided rocket on it. So we're going to just do rocket, if I can spell, and we'll do a rare rocket launcher. It doesn't matter what level, we'll spawn a couple of them. And what do we got here? That's a guided rocket. Seems to be the going thing right now. Maybe we can guided rockets. All right, well, apparently all those. Let's try an uncommon, see what that comes with. Apparently they're all spawning with guided rockets, so that's a thing. Oh, here we go, homing rocket. Okay. So finally got a different one. We got homing rocket here. Now here's what you can do. We can just cancel out of all this and go back into this main menu here. And now this is probably called homing rocket for its special, but we want to make sure. So you click scan, and then we can look at its alt ability type right here. We could just click this and we can see that it is homing rocket. So I was right, but you never know with these, so you always want to make sure. So you can highlight this line of code here. You can click copy and just make sure we'll do it again. So now it should be copied. Now we can cancel out of this. We can go back to the one we want to edit. We can click scan again. We can go into its alt ability and click the little pencil, and then we can highlight over this and we can click paste. Now it's going to paste it in as a secondary. You need to delete this one. So then all you have to do is highlight the line you want to get rid of, click the little line minus right there. Now we have homing rocket, and we can click save, and we can click save and replace. And here we go. Well, it kind of screwed up a little bit. It should have, did we replace the wrong one? Well, whatever. It apparently replaced the wrong one in our inventory, but that's fine. We're working with a lot of different stuff here, and this thing isn't 100% perfect, but it does get the job done. So anyway, so you can see now we have the different rocket, and we don't have anything to home in on, so you know, it's just shooting wherever. But you can see that it definitely did change the alt ability type. Now you can do more than just weapons with this thing. This thing is absolutely fantastic. So if you have the spawnable item tag, we can go in here and we can type in spawner. I cannot type today, so that's a thing. And then we could just grab this monster spawner right here. So we got it. Actually, I already had one in my inventory. Let me go ahead and delete that so we can make sure that we get a fresh one here. And we'll grab this monster spawner. So we got a monster spawner. Now, normally you place these, and actually I should have spawned a couple, but I'll show you how they work, then we'll just spawn another one. So you place it, it's right there. Now, it's not going to do anything till we go off screen. So, and then we go back on screen, and it should... Usually it spawns a monster and then just disappears. This one, for some reason, didn't disappear. But if you try to pick it up, you can't. It just breaks. So we can change all of that. We can go back in here. We'll grab another one. Okay, so I have a fresh new spawner right here. We can click our item editor and we can click scan. And here's all the different stuff you can change in this thing. How freaking awesome is that? That's amazing. So we can do the raw edit, which just shows you pretty much, well, I'm not 100% sure if this is all the code, but it's a pretty good chunk of the code. So we can go in here, we can just change stuff like monster level. You can click edit, change your monster level. Right now it's spawning anywhere from 1 to 10. We can change that from 10 to say 15. Then you can click done, and that now has changed. The monster level will be between 10 and 15. We could change the aggressive if we don't want it to be them to be aggressive. We can change that. I mean, just all kinds of stuff in here. The other thing that there should be a break on pickup somewhere. Smash on break right here is what stops us from being able to pick it up. So we can click edit and we can change this to false. And click done. Now, if we click save and we click replace, it replaces it in our inventory. Now we have a new monster spawner that we can use, like, you know, the normal monster spawner. So if I go off the screen a little bit, you can see it starts spawning monsters. And if I want to now, I can pick it up. And editing spawners and weapons isn't the end of it. You can edit pretty much anything you want. Now you have to be careful what you're editing and what you do, because you can crash your game. I advise doing this on a planet. Never do this on a ship. The thing is if you corrupt your ship, you're done. You're out your character. If you corrupt a planet, you just can't go back to the planet. So you're really not out anything, because there's pretty much an infinite number of planets. So let's see. Let's try editing this ancient chest. Now I do have a mod in here that already edits this, so this may get a little janky, I don't know, but if you see we hit scan, it scans the item, it's in there now, and we can click raw edit. We can scroll down here. Here's its slot count. So let's change that. That's something we should be able to change without too much issue. So let's change it to, let's shrink it. That was 48. Let's do 24, and we will click save. Or click done, then click save, and then we're just gonna click save and get a new one. So here is our new one. Now let's place it down, see if it worked. There you go, 24 slots. Here was the old one. there you go, 48 slots. So as you can see, this allows you to just edit all kinds of stuff in the game. And the great thing about it is, like I said, that this is all vanilla stuff. So technically it's vanilla. You can take it to any server you want. Look, we can click on this carrot here. Time to rot. Let's change that. I don't want this carrot to ever rot. So let's just change this. We're going to edit this and we'll just make it some stupid number like 9999999. Click done. Click save. Now watch this. Here's the fun thing. So we're just going to click save again, and we can just fill our inventory with carrots that pretty much never rot. We can click scan again. And what's this? We have tooltips. Let's just do a raw edit and see what we have access to. So its count is 1. Its name is carrot. We could change its name if we wanted to. Edit. This is now just root. I cannot type today. It's just my fingers aren't doing what my brain wants them to. So root, done, save new. Apparently is now, oh, nope, it did not like that. So see, that just goes to show you not everything you're going to do is going to be okay with the game. You can change some things, other things the game does not like. But that's part of the fun of playing with this mod. So yeah, I mean, the sky's the limit. You can pretty much scan anything you want in here. Some things are better to be played with than others. Like I wouldn't go too crazy with some things because you may crash your game. Like I said, if you're on a planet, it should be fine. You shouldn't be out too much of anything. Let's scan this in here. Let's take a look. What is this? This is the Apex Lantern. So here's all the different stuff we can change on that. I mean, look at all this stuff. There's just tons and tons and tons of stuff. We can flicker period, flicker intensity, just tons of what make all kinds of custom items that you want and take them on any server. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this mod. I'm gonna wrap it up there. Go out there, get the mod. Make sure you get the little extra mod here, the Quick Bar Mini. You need that. And also I suggest getting the spawnable item pack. I'll link both of those. I'll link all 3 of these in the description down below so you can get them and make sure if you want them, they'll be there, easy to get. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up for this video. Before I go, I want to give a quick shout out to my Firestarter crew. Thanks so much for hitting that notification bell and being the first to comment. Also to my Patreon supporters. You all are absolutely amazing people. Thank you so much for all of your support. You have no idea how much you help out the channel. If you would like to help support this channel through Patreon, please check out the link in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought. If you're shy and you don't like to comment, just hit that thumbs up button and show your support. Until next time, thanks for watching.